So the formula, before using the formula, when you have a chance of avoiding the fractions, we can do that. That means multiply with 3 throughout. So the 9x square minus 12x plus 20 equal to 0. It is not compulsory that you need to multiply with 3. You can deal with these fractions also, but when we have a chance of avoiding the fractions, why not? And x is equal to, I'll just write the formula. If x is a root, of course, x is a root of ax square plus the bx plus c equal to 0, then the quadratic formula x is equal to the minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. You can use this quadratic formula to do this problem. So after substitution we get this, and then we can take this what common, the 12 is there, and then 9 3 square, 9 is common here, and 2 square, 6 square, 36, and 4. I think the full 12 square is common in both of them, so you can take that. So this is plus 12. If you take that common 1, okay, I'll write the steps. I'll write in detail steps. So this is 12 plus minus under root. In these two, if you take the 12 square common, it is 1 minus 5, I think, because 4 into 4, 20 is 4 into 5, 20 is 4 into 5, 4 square, 3 square, 4 3 is 12 square. You can write 4 into 9 into 20 as 4 into 9 into 4 into 5. So this is 4 square into 3 square into 5. This is 12 square into 5. That's how I took the 12 square common. By the 2 into 9. So you can take the 12 common in the numerator. The 12 square comes out, becomes 12. 1 plus minus root of minus 4 by 2 into 9. 2 into 9. So the 2 cancel 6 times. The 6 also 2 times, and then this is 3 times. So the 2 times, 2 by 3 times, 1 plus minus, this is 2i. Yeah, you can leave like this, or you can open the bracket and then write whatever is convenient. The same formula, same kind of calculation. 4 plus minus, 4 comes out, becomes 2, and root of minus 2 by 4. So 4 by 4 is 1 plus minus 1 by 2 into root 2i. We can write this as 1 plus minus 1 by root 2i. Only 1-2 steps calculation difference in all these problems. Otherwise, everything is same. The 2 take common and cancel. You get 5 plus minus root of minus 2 is root 2i by 27. You can leave like this, or you can write 5 by 27 plus minus root 2 by 27i. Like in every other problem, we have a 4 common in these two. 20. Of course, we have one more factor, like 1 more 2 common, but like if a square is common in both of them, then it is useful. So 4 is the square which is common in these two. So take the 4 out, that becomes 2. Then this becomes 14 square. 14 square minus this 4 common, and so this 210 by the 2 times of 21. So this becomes 14 plus minus root of 14 square is 196, no? 196, 210. So the 14 again, minus 14. Minus 14 by 21. So the 14 by 21 is 2 by 3 plus minus root 14 by 21i. If you want, you can simplify this also. 2 by 3 plus minus 7 goes in this. So root 7 goes in this. We remain with root 2 root 2 by 7 actually. We get a root 2 by 7 into 1 by 3 into I. In this also, later on, the formulas that we're going to use are mod Z1 by Z2 equal to mod Z1 by mod Z2. There is no need of converting Z1 by Z2 into A plus IB form and then calculating the modulus of it. You can use this. And also, of course, the regular formula that we are using, mod A plus IB equal to root of A square plus B square. Yeah, and then addition of complex numbers and all those we are going to use. So directly you can write Z1 plus Z2 plus 1 by Z1 minus Z2 plus 1 equal to the mod for the numerator. Z1 is 2 minus I plus 1 plus I plus 1 by the denominator is 2 minus I minus 1 minus I plus 1. So I get cancelled, and here minus 1 the plus 1 get cancelled. So you get a 4. Modulus of 4 in the numerator, and then 2 minus 2i in the denominator. So mod 4 is 4 itself, because 4 plus 0i, and this is the under root 2 square plus 2 square. The 4 by root 8 is 2 root 2, which is equal to root 2. We did a similar problem. Basically, that fourth problem in the exercise is similar to this.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So I got disconnected midway. Like in the previous question, I had a doubt.
What doubt you have?
Sir, could you show that slide?
Yeah. 1 minute.
I understood.
Yeah. Some other student also asked about this alternate method. So instead of separating the Z1, Z2 modulus, you can do the calculation inside itself. See, we are lucky this time. This problem, the calculation inside is simple, and then we are getting the answer, same answer in less number of steps. Sometimes the calculation is too long, like if you go in this way, and 1 plus I the modulus, and the root of 1 square plus 1 square equal to the root 2, you get the same answer. But sometimes the calculation is long if you go for this method. Okay, fine. Coming to this, A plus IB is given in the LHS, and A square plus B square is what you can see in the required expression. So like in the fourth problem, you take the modulus on both sides. And if you see the denominator is a number here, this is the complex number. So the mod A plus IB equal to the modulus of x plus I the whole square by 2x square plus 1. Even though it is a real number, that every real number is a complex number. Again, the same formula that we used, mod Z1 by Z2 equal to mod Z1 by mod Z2. You can use that formula. So if you use that formula, what you get here? You get here the modulus of x plus I the whole square by modulus of 2x square plus 1. And what is this? Mod x plus I the whole square. This formula also we discussed with that fourth problem. Mod z square equal to the mod z the whole square. So by the modulus of a complex number is itself, if it is positive, you know that 2x square plus 1 is already a positive number, 1 plus a non-negative. That's why you can remove that modulus even though it is a variable. And then this is under root x square plus 1 square the whole square by 2x square plus 1. We can do the calculation for the LHS also. Root of a square plus b square. So the root a square plus b square equal to the x square plus 1 by 2x square plus 1. Squaring both sides. A square plus b square equal to x square plus 1 by, okay, x square plus 1 the whole square by 2x square plus 1 the whole square. Some people, what they will do, they will convert this also into in A plus IB form, and then they will find the A value, they will find the B value and substitute in the LHS, and they will get the RHS. That is also not wrong. That's just little long. Okay, coming to the first part. First, we need to calculate Z1, Z2 by Z1 bar. Z1 is 2 minus I. Z2 is minus 2 plus I. So Z1 bar is 2 plus I. The conjugate of 2 minus I is 2 plus I. Now, if you simplify the numerator, the 2 into minus 2 minus 4 plus 2I plus 2I again, first into first, first into second, second into first, second into second, minus I square by 2 plus I, which is equal to I square is minus 1, minus I square is plus 1, 1 minus 4 is minus 3 plus 4I by 2 plus I. Now you rationalize the denominator, basically realizing the denominator. So then what you get, the numerator again, minus 3 into minus 2, minus 6 plus 3I plus 8I minus 4I square by denominator 2 square plus 1 square. So I square is minus 1, minus and minus plus 4, 4 minus 6 minus 2 plus 11I by 5. So basically this is minus 2 by 5 plus 11 by 5I. The question asked is the real part. So the real part of Z1, Z2 by Z1 bar, when you wrote in the A plus IB form, it's easy to write the real part as minus 2 by 5. Now the second bit, I told imaginary part of 1 by Z1, this is Z1, right? Yeah. So Z1 bar. Without doing the problem, we can answer this question I told. Why? Z1 into Z1 bar is mod Z1 whole square property we discussed already. So this will be a real number. 1 by a real number is a real number. For a real number, imaginary part is 0. You can directly say the answer as 0, but let us write some steps. So 1 by Z1 into Z1 bar equal to 1 by Z1 is 2 minus I, Z1 bar is 2 plus I, equal to 1 by the 2 square plus 1 square, which is equal to 1 by 5, which is equal to 1 by 5 plus I into 0. So therefore the imaginary part of 1 by Z1 into Z1 bar equal to 0. So as usual, 1 plus 2I by 1 minus 3I, we multiply with the conjugate. And 1 into 1, 1 into 3I, 3I, 2I into 1, 2I, 2I into 3I, 2 3 is 6I square by 1 square plus 3 square. So 1 minus 6 is minus 5 plus 5I by 3 square, 9 plus 1, 10. So we get minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2I. So if you name this as Z, you got Z equal to this. So R equal to the mod Z equal to under root 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is equal to root 1 by 2, which is 1 by root 2. And the next part is sine theta is equal to y by r. Your y is 1 by 2, by r is 1 by root 2. And the cos theta equal to x by r, minus 1 by 2 by 1 by root 2. So this becomes 1 by root 2. This becomes minus 1 by root 2. So sine positive, cos negative, theta belongs to Q2. This is kind of similar to the one which we did just now recently. So which is equal to sine pi by 4. But it should lie in the second quadrant. Then you write sine pi minus pi by 4. And then we get sine 3 pi by 4. Yeah, your theta is equal to 3 pi by 4. And your z equal to 1 by root 2 into cos 3 pi by 4 plus I sine 3 pi by 4. Yeah, what you got is right. See, they are given us to find the values of x and y, and this first number is a conjugate of second number. So I told like many times, word problems, a true translation we need to do. First number, which is x minus iy into 3 plus 5i. The word is or the meaning is, whenever it is coming, you should put a equal to there. The is should be replaced with equal to. Conjugate of this is minus 6 minus 24i the whole bar. This is what the given information. Some people will make a mistake in writing the given information itself, and then everything is useless, whatever you do later on. So now if you see this, if you improve this,
So why do we write in bar?
that is the notation for the conjugate.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
So 3 plus 5, right? And then the conjugate of this is minus 6 plus 24i. So some people will multiply the LHS and then get some expression in x and y and then equate the I coefficients and then the real parts and then little lengthy calculation. Instead of that, when you want to isolate, when you want to find xy values, isolate them. I mean to say x minus iy equal to minus 6 plus 24i by 3 plus 5i. So now it is easy for you to realize the denominator multiplying with its conjugate 3 minus 5i by 3 minus 5i. So automatically the numerator calculation is similar, regular. Minus 6 into 3 minus 18, minus 6 into minus plus 6 5 is a 30i, and plus 24 into 3, what is that, 72, huh? 72i minus 24 into 5, 120, 120 I square. So 3 square plus 5 square. So then the I square is minus 1, minus 1 minus plus, plus 120 minus 18 plus 102. And this is also strangely 102 again. And this one is 25 plus 9, 34. Any relation with this? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is 3 times. Oh, 3 times 1 plus I. If you equate them, x minus iy equal to 3 plus 3i, then equate the real parts. So x is equal to 3 and minus y equal to 3. So x equal to 3 and y equal to minus 3. That's it. They just asked us to find the modulus. If we have a product, we can use the modulus separation formulas. Because we have a difference, what we do is we'll simplify this first. Cross multiply, if you do 1 plus I the whole square minus 1 minus I the whole square by 1 minus I into 1 plus I equal to a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square formula is there. What is that?
4ab.
4 into 1 into I by, this is a plus ib into a minus ib, a square plus b square. So the 4i by 2, so which is equal to 2i. So if you name that as a z, so we got the z, the mod z equal to 2. That's it. The formulas that we used here are a plus b the whole square minus a minus b the whole square equal to 4ab. The general basic algebraic formulas. I think when in the very first class what is that, bridge course, I gave this formula, I guess. So and after that, the a plus ib into a minus ib equal to a square plus b square. This is what one more we used. What else we used? And that's all, I guess. Yeah.